Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to the midweek vlog, and welcome to Liverpool Street for today.
Due to the weather conditions, surfaces around the station may be slippery.
Yeah, it's June, it's bloody raining. Yes, today we are going to continue our I Week, and we've come into central London because there is an eye in central London that Greater Anglia speed through. There is also an eye in Greater London that I don't like a lot. So yeah, we're going to get on with it. We're going to see where we go. I've probably just missed my train because somebody decided, even though it says off-peak all day on Fridays, nope, you're not coming through till 9:30. But he was alright with letting gate pushers come through, wasn't he? So yeah, let's go and get our train. That's the Shenfield train. That is the Shenfield train. I have no idea who you are, but you are my train. I am on. I am on. Who are you? 345009. I'll edit this part. Don't worry. I'll edit this part. Don't you worry about that. Over on the fast line 720 512. Working 1 Foxtrot 14 for Greater Anglia from London Liverpool Street through to Braintree. Alrighty then folks, here we are at station number 1 of the Shenfield Metro Showcase. This is Goodmayes Railway Station, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner. It has 4 platforms to its name, and this station was opened in 1901 by the Great Eastern Railway, and it stayed in its place extensively. There used to be a massive goods yard between here and Chadwell Heath, but unfortunately that goods yard no longer exists now, and Chadwell Heath is that way. I thought it was that way, Seven Kings that way, not Chadwell Heath. It's Chadwell Heath later on. Definitely indifferent as far as the weather is concerned today. Should be fun up to a certain point, and then when it gets past that certain point, it's probably going to end up being a nightmare, as I would clearly imagine. So we're going to do every station along this line as 30-minute heaters. The traditional thing for the Shenfield Metro. All you need, 30-minute heaters. Swear by it, folks. I absolutely swear by it. So we're here till about 10:30, and then we move to the next station. Got a freight train flying through on the fast line. Let me have a look what the head code of this thing is, because I don't know. Ah. That'll be 66564, working 4 Lever 89 from Trafford Park FLT through to Felixstowe North. Okay, that'll be 345023. Might be 5G60 from Gideon Park through to London Liverpool Street. I'll have a check on that. And here's our train to take us to our next station on this video. And this is the 1027 Greater Anglia, Elizabeth line service from Heathrow Terminal 5 to Shenfield. I'll go down there for the station sign. That'll be 345009, arriving with the 1037 Elizabeth line service from Shenfield through to London Paddington. Okay everyone, here we are at the next station on the showcase. This is Gideon Park, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth line banner, and it has 4 platforms to its name. And this station was opened in 1910 by the Great Eastern Railway as Squirrels Hill and Gideon Park. In 1913, it then reverted its name to Gideon Park and Squirrels Hill, before in 1969, I think it was, it then became known just as Gideon Park. There used to be, a long time ago, a signal box that went right over this, the 2 platforms here. That, like I said, has long since disappeared from our line of sight. But one thing that is also disappearing from our line of sight is the Norwich trains, because the last 2 have not left. That's slightly concerning. And I mean that, folks. That is very slightly concerning when the Norwich trains are not running, because the Norwich trains make up the staple of these videos that I'm doing today. So hopefully there's not a problem with the Stadler flirts that the Norwich trains are not running. But anyway, we're going to be here till 11:05, and then we move onwards to the next station on the showcase. Next up for Greater Anglia under the head code 1K32 from London Liverpool Street through to Southend Victoria. Will be 72129 and 72137. And here comes that good reason, working under the head code 5 Zulu 17 from Great Yarmouth Carriage Sidings to Stewart's Lane. Will be 66751 top and tail with 57310. Yep, this is me. My God. I knew what I was doing this whole time. Okay, we got a fast one. I have no idea on the working though. I know what that one is though. So that was 720-105 going southbound and 720-547 working 1 Yankee 14 from London Liverpool Street to Ipswich. Right, 720-131 was working an Ipswich service running about 30 minutes late. Anyway, we're here at Harold Wood Railway Station, operated by Elizabeth TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner. It has 4 platforms to its name, and this station was opened in 1868 by the Great Eastern Railway, and I need to hold that fort because there's another train coming. Right, sorry about that folks, got interrupted by Adventurer. So yeah, this station opened in 1868. Now it's originally only 2 tracks when it opened. It wasn't until 1934 when the it wasn't until 1934 when the London North Eastern Railway happened that it got the extra 2 tracks here at Harold Wood. Yeah, that freight train was running early, so that was not expected. But one thing we can say about Harold Wood is, and now that we've done this station, we're going to venture into new patch, because next up is Brentwood, which I believe is also in Travel Card Zone 6. But I think it's very marginal. I know Shenfield isn't, but I think Brentwood is. I'm not entirely sure. It is nice to see the Norwich trains running again. I think something's happened up Ipswich, because like I said, the Ipswich train came down about half an hour late. So I think something's happened up there. That's why we've had no flirts running the last couple of stations. But we're here till 11:45. And then, like I said, we're off up to Brentwood. Next line down, running 32 late. That's 1P25 from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street, 745-005. And here comes our train to take us onwards to the next station. It is the 11:44. Sorry, 11:45. Elizabeth Line service from London Paddington through to Shenfield. Ooh. I think I might like Brentwood a little bit. That is 7:20-5:50 working 1K38 for Greater Anglia from London Liverpool Street through to Southend Victoria. And now flying around the corner, 28 minutes late for Greater Anglia. (745,009) working 1P27 from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street. Next up for Greater Anglia, (745,004) working 1P29 from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street. Alrighty then, folks, here we are at our next station, our first ever visit to Brentwood railway station. Operated by TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner, it has 4 platforms. Now, this station originally opened in 1840 as the original terminus of the Great Eastern Railway and was opened by the Great Eastern Railway as Brentwood. It then in 1882 became known as Brentwood and Whalley for Billericay. That is a mouthful even for me. It then changed its name again in the 1900s. Got to pull my notes up here. 1889 to Brentwood and Whalley, and then in 1969 became known as Brentwood once again. It is, like I said, my first ever visit here, and I kind of like it actually. Looks very ominous, certainly down this end, doesn't it? Look at that, that looks awesome. That looks really cool down there. That looks really, really cool. Now, I believe, in Fare Zone 6. And I did ask, and they nodded, because there was some revenue protection on the train I got off, and they were all, yeah, fine. So I assume I'm in Fare Zone 6, but I wouldn't know until we get out. Now, the idea is we're now going to go to Shenfield next, not to do a filming session there, because Shenfield will appear in another video, but we're going to, and then we're going to come back, because we're going to go back to Romford. So, yeah, we're here till 12:19, I think it is, and then onwards to Romford. No idea, pass on that one. But here comes the 12:22 Elizabeth Line service from Shenfield through to London Paddington. About turn. Ah, it was the Ipswich. 1 Yankee 16, the Ipswich, 7:21:05.
The next station is Romford.
And that is our next station. There's a freight train going right behind me. Operated by TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner, it has 5 platforms to its name. Now, this station was opened in 1839 by the Eastern Counties Railway. It opened originally as 4 platforms, and it opened 400 metres to the west of its current location. It moved to its current location in 1844. In 1893, the Upminster platform was added, and then the London, Tilbury and Southend Railway operated trains out of that platform, before both stations then combined in 1934 to the station that we have today. It is an easy station to do when you get the hang of it, but it can also be a massive pain in the rear end at the same time. And I will be staying in Romford again in the not too distant future, because I don't mind it actually. It's not as bad as the rep. It's not as bad as the rep makes out. So yeah, we're just arriving at Romford now. 30 minutes here, and then we move onwards to the next station. Except guess what? It's not running today. Always the case. Every time I come here to Romford, it's never ever working. Why? Great question. even a question I'm going to have to ask myself eventually. Anyway, hello Romford. Where's all my signage? It's down there. Dirty flirt! That'll be 745002, working a Greater Anglia service from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street.
Please stand clear of the edge of the platform as the approaching train does not stop.
72521, working a Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street through to Clacton-on-Sea. And next to fly through on the fast line, 4M22 from Felixstowe North to Stratford Park Euro Terminal.
Due to short platforms, passengers for 7 Kings, Manor Park,
Next to pass through on the fast line, 1P28 for Greater Anglia from London Liverpool Street to Norwich. What is a dirty flirt? 745009.
12:55 Elizabeth line, service to Heathrow Terminal. Stop here. Please stand
And
clear
there's
of the
one
edge of the
Foxtrot
platform as the
26
approaching train
flying
does not
through.
stop here.
72512. Here comes the 1302, the Elizabeth line service from Shenfield through to London Paddington.
Good Maze, 7 Kings, Ilford, Manor Park, Forest Gate, Maryland, Stratford, Whitechapel,
Gee, I knew I was right.
Wall Street, Farringdon, Tottenham Court Road, Bond Street, and Paddington.
Ah yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Chadwell Heath. Okay then folks, here we are at the next station on the showcase. This is Chadwell Heath, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth line banner, and it has 4 platforms to its name. And this station was opened in 1846 by the Great Eastern Railway, and it was built on the site of Wagney House, which at the time was the oldest building in the district area of Dagenham, having been built in 1250. Now, part of that building had to be demolished in order to accommodate this platform, which at the time was only 2 carriages. They then added the further 2 platforms in at a later date. It is one of my favourites on here. It's not my personal favourite, but it's one of. We will, I won't say which one is my favourite on the Shenfield Metro, just yet, anyway. But definitely all the issues that happened at Romford, we've cleared them up now. So what happened was there was a unit failure at Whitechapel, and basically now, because that's sorted itself out, we've got a backlog going. So we're going to now, literally everything that was over down that way, we're going to get rolling through and rolling through. That's what we definitely like to see. We like to see when things catch up with themselves. So we're going to be here, what time did we get off? We got off at 35, I think, wasn't it? Yes, 13:35, so we're here till 13:35, and then it's off to the next station. Next to fly around the corner, 1 November 37 for Greater Anglia. Going from Clacton-on-Sea through to London Liverpool Street, and that is 7:25:60. 1p30 from London Liverpool Street through to Norwich. $745,004 and I got a bloody something in my eye from it. Thank you very much. So you can see that we're going in there. It's a Euro cargo A340 that's come from China heading its way over to Bournemouth, where European cargo are based. There it is, it's still in the cloud there. Whoa! Look at that big bank! Where did you go? KLM! Bloody hell, big banker. Freight action now, 4 Lima 36 from Wentalug to Felixstowe North. Next up on the fast line for Greater Anglia, 1 November 24 from London Liverpool Street through to Clacton-on-Sea. Okay, we'll get 745-102 in there as well. Norwich to London Liverpool Street. Right, we're still not rectified ourselves, but here comes my train, the 1335 TfL Rail Elizabeth Line service from Shenfield through to London Paddington. Oh, funky shot. And I've lost my bloody thing. Oh, mate. See, I would sit down right about now, but unfortunately I can't because it's literally about to kick off again.
Is now expected to be the 14th.
Next for Greater Anglia, 1K60. Going from London Liverpool Street through to Southend Victoria, and that's 72129.
Passengers for Stratford.
Right then folks, here we are at the next station on this showcase. This is Seven Kings Railway Station, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner. It has 4 platforms to its name, and this station was opened in 1899 by the Great Eastern Railway. It did used to have a lovely signal box down the bottom until it got removed around the early 1900s, and if I seem out of kilter, it is because I am. My internet is literally playing up, so I can't do my notes, and also literally trains are being cancelled left, right and centre for the Elizabeth line. We think we can get back on track, but it will be a just. We may have to finish a little later than we actually wanted to, but it's fine. It's fine, absolutely.
The train now approaching platform 3 does not stop here.
And I need to sort that train. So we're here until we leave. In fact, no, that train has gone now. I imagine that was the 1347. So we're here until we can actually get to leave, and then we're off to the next station. I think you can gather where we're going next now. Up next to Greater Anglia, 2K52 from London to Poole Street through to Southend, Victoria. That'll be 7:20,116. Next up for Greater Anglia, 1P34 from London, Liverpool Street to Norwich. That'll be 7:45,108.
Service is now expected
Right.
14:24
Like that.
to
So
Paddington,
what I've
departing
done
from platform 3.
is I've filmed the session here at Seven Kings. I'm now waiting for some train. I don't know what it is, because they've literally cancelled everything. I think the first one available is 14:24, which will be here at 2:30. So I would have been here, wow, easily whatever, I don't know. But yeah, it's not been a good day today, has it? The old Great Eastern and the Shenfield Metro all going down at the same time. You come here for the chaos, and what do you get? You get chaos. I know my editor is sitting behind this, probably watching this. It is chaos and we love it. But we don't. Oh well, let's wait for a train over to Ilford.
Ilford, Manor Park, Forest Gate,
And then a train turns up.
Whitechapel, Liverpool Street, Farringdon, Tottenham Road, Bond Street, and Paddington. This train is formed of 9 coaches.
A full train as well.
Manor Park,
Luckily I'm only going to Ilford. Well, this is only going to go one way and one way only. I despise this station with a passion. I do, I despise this station with a passion. Don't welcome me here! It's a dump. So, we're here at Ilford.
the next train to arrive at platform
Don't ask me how we got here, we just got it.
14:36, Elizabeth line.
And immediately I can tell you, no question of a doubt, that this place is a dump.
Manor
Because it's
Park,
Ilford.
Forest Gate, Maryland,
Over there is an exit. That's new. That's new. That wasn't here when I was last here. That
Paddington, Ealing,
exit.
West Ealing,
Automated ticket barriers as well. You go over the footbridge here to get to it. You have a grip bin.
train is formed of 9 coaches.
Throw that over Ilford and it makes it look a whole lot better.
Manor between 7 Kings and
Excusing me. Route map tells you where we're going. We have waiting shelter, bins, green and white assortment.
Platform 3 of the 14 Elizabeth line.
You also have a 345, which is presumably empty, because it should be empty. We have a multitude of benches here at Ilford. An absolute multitude in the Elizabeth line moquettes as well, with the purple and the black. Passenger information display, which at Seven Kings would have been absolutely useful. There's your ramp to get people on the 345, and a toilet, which I need badly. Is this the waiting room here at Ilford? I think it is. Oh wow. Historic photos of Ilford. That's what it looked like in 1903 and 1906. Ketchup packet not included. See, we got a water. Water refill thing. Defibrillator, suitable for all Sheldons. More benches, because why wouldn't you have more benches here at a station known as Ilford? What's this over here? Oh, shop. Reminds me of it's a shop that someone's blocking the door to. Because why wouldn't you block the door to the shop? You must be an idiot. We also have bike racks. Suitable for all bikes. That's why you can't get into it. The coffee place is closed. Useful. Hello, you dirty flirt. We have more benches. We have the customer help point. And we have a lift. We'll go and have a look up on Cranbrook Road exit to see what that looks like.
Doors opening.
So this is the Cranbrook Road exit, and wow, it actually looks a lot better than when I was last here. You got ticket office for your tickets. You got more bins, customer help point, even more bins, and of course you got the ticket barriers as well, which will stop you getting out. MMCs are here too. Right, I think we can go downstairs then. That wasn't me when I saw the MMCs, trust me. Don't tell me he's a scout.
He is.
Could I suggest in the nicest potential way that you go away? I'm not filming buses.
No.
There's a closer look there at that water point. If only I had bought a bottle, I'd be absolutely happy with that. Could have a drink of water at my heart's content. But I cannot. And now I'm a little bit miffed. Right then folks, here we are at the next station on the showcase, and the showcase station itself. This is Ilford, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth line banner, and it has 5 platforms to its name. I apologise, although one platform is now out of use, having disappeared a long time ago. Now this station was opened in 1839 by the Eastern Counties Railway, originally on their line from Mile End through to Romford. It was only when it was extended through under a series of other stuff that it then went through onwards to well, Norwich eventually. It is a station that has undergone a lot of redevelopment as of late. I think it's very clear, certainly with the Elizabeth line, that it has undergone that redevelopment. But it's also a station I despise with a passion. And I mean with a passion. Honestly, this has got to be, I would put this station up there as one of my top 5 worst stations ever, Ilford. Because it is awful. God awful. The layout of it is just shocking. And I mean absolutely shocking. You'll see why in a second. But anyway, we're going to do a half-hour stint here, so we're going to leave at 3:20, and then we should be back on track then to do the next station of the showcase. Next to fly through the station, it's One Foxtrot 43 from London Liverpool Street through to Braintree, 7:25:46. See what I mean? That's the view you've got down this end. It's awful. And then you look at the view this end. That's even worse. They've got too many lights. You don't need this many lights. Why? Honestly, it's an awful station. Next up, running under the head code 5G46 from London Liverpool Street through to Ilford EMU Depot. We have 7:10, 5:10. No, 7:20, 5:10 here. And we have 7:20, 5:18. 5:10, 5:18. Would somebody just tackle me? Next to fly through the station for Greater Anglia, 1K75 from Southend Victoria through to London Liverpool Street. Seven 21:34. And to take us on to the next station, the 15:20. Well, she'll tell you.
Service to Paddington. Calling at Manor Park, Forest Gate, Maryland, Stratford, Whitechapel, Liverpool Street, Farringdon, Tottenham Road, Bond Street, and Paddington. This train is formed of 9 coaches.
Thank you. Now, we might be talking. Next up to pass through the station, 1P43 from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street. (745:010) was a dirty blood. Right then folks, here we are at the next station on this showcase. This is Manor Park, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth line banner, and it has 5 platforms. Now, this station was opened in 1839 by the Eastern Counties Railway. It's one of the earliest stations that was actually opened in London when it came to it. Now, it is a very unusual station because all the other stations we've done have had the metro stations on the other side. This is the first station into London which has the metro stations on the other side. And that's because of where the line is at Stratford. So then they just get to Ilford, swing over, and happy as Larry, off you go. Thank you very much. It's not a bad station, but I've had to move onto the big camera because the little camera is now dead. And someone forgot to bring a battery pack. Because someone was having a fucking crisis last night. And I mean a proper full-grown, head-gone crisis. But it's fine. It's fine. Things I do for this channel and for you guys. But anyway, we're here until 5 to 4. And then I'll explain what's happening after that. Because it's going to get a little complicated after that. Oh, hello, you're going to come right over me, aren't you? You're going to come literally right over me. Give me that sexy bank. Who are you? Singapore Slinger. He's going to come right over me. Oh, he's banking. Next passing through the station, 345020, or 024, sorry. Working 3 Charlie 20 from Gidea Park carriage sidings through to London Liverpool streets. Next passing for Greater Anglia 1K62 from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria. (720-554) and (720-516). Fast train on platform 1 under the head code 5K68 from Ilford EMU depot through to London Liverpool Street. (720-141) and (720-536). Rightio then, folks, welcome back to Stratford for the second part of our what's it called, Shenfield Metro vlog. Now we have 3 stations left, and you may be thinking to yourself, Ian, why have you come back on a Sunday? Well, all become clear in a second as to why I've come back on a Sunday. But we have got to get up to the platform in question. Now, is this the platform I want? No, it is not. I want the next one. But it'll all become very clear in a minute why I've come back on this day. If you haven't figured it out yet, why I've come on a Sunday, you soon will do. Anywho, let us get on with the rest of the programme. Alrighty then folks, so continuing our Ilford vlog here at the next station of the session. This is Stratford railway station, operated by Network Rail. It has too many platforms to count, and I say that with the nicest of respect in mind to Network Rail. Now, this station was opened in 1839 by the Eastern Counties Railway, and it opened in sort of stages. It opened, had the North London line come here in around about the 1850 area. In 1939, that is when the Central line joined the party. And it's 1946. Have you figured out why I've come on Sunday now? Yeah! There's always a plan for everything, isn't there? So yeah, so 1946, the Central line started here. It was in I believe it was 69, the DLR, no, it was 1989, sorry, the DLR started here. And then 1999, Jubilee line came here to give us the platforms that we have today, which is nice and dandy. So yeah, it is one of the busiest stations in East London. It has so many connections here, it is unbelievable. You can change here for the Docklands Light Railway, for the Jubilee line, the Central line, London Overground when they're running, and excuse me, Greater Anglia services. Also C2C services on selected weekends when there's engineering works around Barking, Stop and get into London Fenchurch Street. So we're going to do a half hour here, and then we move onwards. Up next, they said this was a stand clear movement, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the 9:15 to Ipswich. $7.20, yeah, that's the 09:15 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich. From London Liverpool Street, 7:25.76 and 7:21.40. Next train out to depart will be the 0926 C2C service from Shoebury Ness through to London Liverpool Street. 357019 at the head. On the left departing is the 0927 Greater Anglia service from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street. Oh, well, on the rear of that, 7:25.47 and 7:21.28. I think it was 128 on the rear of the Greater Anglia service. But Goose Lord, man!
That's for using my catchphrase, as you know. And second of all, if you have a problem with my editing, Martin, what was it you said? Sad, pathetic. Sounds a bit like you, really, with your attitude and behaviour towards your brothers and family. You fat, FIFA-whining c***. I rest my case.
Next out to depart Stratford will be 345024. Working the 0931 Elizabeth Line service from Shenfield through to Heathrow Terminal 4.
Transport for London travel information. There is currently
Oh, Central Line's here. And next out will be 745002. Working the 0937 Greater Anglia service from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street. And to take us to our next station, the 0941 Elizabeth Line service from London Liverpool Street. Sorry, from Paddington, no, Heathrow Terminal 4 through to Shenfield. I'll get there eventually.
This train is formed of 9 coaches. Due to short platforms, passengers for Maryland, Forest Gate.
Let's go for this one. How close did we get? We're not even close. Wow. Not even close. Right then folks, next station on this day is Maryland, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth Line banner, and it has 4 platforms. And this station was opened in 1873 by the Great Eastern Railway's Maryland Point Railway Station. Go away, this guy. Maryland Point Railway Station, until 1940, when it was then renamed back to Maryland. Between here and Stratford, it's not a very long run, but it used to be some cattle pens, because this was a very prominent area for cattle. Those now have long since gone. I am looking in the skies, and it's very promising for a future vlog, because we're getting some good banking over Stratford and Maryland. So that's hopefully springs eternal for what might or might not happen tomorrow. But we'll tell you more about that later on in the year. But anyway, we're going to have 30 minutes here, and then we're going to disappear to the next station on this showcase. Next up, 9 Bow. 357-008 along with 357-019 as 9B03 comes the other way. 357-324. Working with 357-205. Three 57205. Don't you like that one, Arnold? Might get a dirty triple coming up here. On your right will be the 0958 Elizabeth Line service from Shenfield through to Heathrow Terminal 4. 345054. On the left will be 1P21 for Greater Anglia from Norwich to London Liverpool Street. And departing on the right 345038. Working the 0958 Elizabeth Line service from Heathrow Terminal 4 through to Shenfield. Here's 1P21. That's 745001. Everyone say it with me. What a dirty flat! Next up for Greater Anglia on the fast line, 2K12 from London Liverpool Street through to Southend Victoria. (7:25:47). And to take us on to our next station, here comes our train. The 10:13 Elizabeth line service from London Paddington through to Shenfield.
Forest Gate, Manor Park, Ilford, Seven Kings, Woodmains, Chapel Heath, Romford, Gideon Park, Hereford, Brentford, and Shenfield. This train is full of 9 coaches. Short platforms, passengers. On this service.
About to pass on the fast line, 1 Yankee 5 for Greater Anglia from London Liverpool Street going through to Ipswich. (7:25:07) and 7:21:31. Cruising around the corner. 357029, working with 357014 on 9 Bravo 5 from Shoebury S through to London Liverpool Street.
The train now approaching platform.
Today what we have learned, Ian can't sit his fat ass on the narrow road bench. We're here at the final station of this showcase, which is Forest Gate, operated by TfL under the Elizabeth line banner, and it has 4 platforms to its name. And this station was opened by the Great Eastern Railway in 1840, who then shut it again in 1843, and then reopened it again in 1846. Yeah, go figure. That's exactly what they did. Normally, we're down the other end, but I thought I'd give the top end here a crack, because there's a lot of vegetation down the bottom end, and there's not a lot of vegetation at this end. Some good views though, and hopefully I get a few cracking views on the fast line eventually. But this is our last station. We either go back into Stratford after this, and then we end the showcase, because I like it when we end showcases. Next passing for Greater Anglia, 1P23. This goes from Norwich through to London Liverpool Street. (7:45:105). Our job now done. Here's the 10:48 Elizabeth line service from Gideon Park through to London Paddington.
Platform 1 for the 10:48.
345:070. I didn't realise it went up that high.
Maryland, Stratford, Whitechapel, Poole Street, Farringdon, Tottenham Road, Poole Street, and Paddington. This train is full of 9 coaches. Due to a short platform, passengers for Maryland should board the front 7 coaches. There are usually plenty of seats available on this service.
All change. This train terminates here. All change.
Righty ho then. There's escalators over there. There's also a lift right behind me. And there we have it, folks. A full day, 2 days, on the Shenfield Metro with the Elizabeth line. I've got to say that overall I definitely enjoyed the majority of it. I definitely didn't enjoy what's the station now? I forget what the station's called, Seven Kings, when they just cancelled everything left, right and centre. But we still got some decent stuff out of it. So we can't complain too much about how it all ended. But anyway, I'm going to leave the vlog there then, folks. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Thank you to the members as well for your continued support of the channel. It does mean the absolute world to me. Say it every time, and I mean it every single time. If you want to be a member, it's $3.99 a membership. You get the vlogs early, you get shouted out at the end of every video. It couldn't be simpler, and it couldn't be easier. So, we have one more I to go before we move it over to J. And, well, there's only really one place it could be, really, couldn't it, on the Greater Anglia Network? Come on, you're all geniuses. Figure it out. Anyway, thank you all. Hope you enjoyed. And I am off through the barriers. See you next time.